Welcome to the reading of Darkness and Lore on Center Road, written by yours truly. Most longtime residents of San Jose are familiar with Hicks Road, Marsh Road, and even Alum Rock Road leading into Alum Rock Park. But no one really talks about the darkness that is Center Road, and for good reason. Center Road is about a 4.5-mile stretch along the south side of San Jose. And let me tell you, South San Jose has its secrets too. But that's for another time. Center Road begins on Monterey Road and ends at Keys. Monterey Road, oh boy, you're next. Center Road is lined with many businesses, homes, restaurants, sleazy motels, schools, Hell House, social services, a pet cemetery, and parks. One famous to San Jose residents is the historic Kelly Park. We're going to pretend that we didn't hear me butcher the word residence. Thank you very much. Okay, back to the story. What you may not know is that Center Road has been the location of many tragedies. In the mid-70s, the body of a young runaway was found on Center Road. She was never identified, and her case has gone cold. It is rumored that she walks the streets along Center Road and Monterey, looking for something more than justice. What she seeks is retribution. The locals have given her a nickname, Demonica. My sources say that she first appears as a nest of cockroaches under the streetlights, shining, clicking, running in little circles. Then, when she sees someone to her liking, and if she's powered up enough, she takes her final form. An 8-foot beast that rips the heads off of her chosen victims. Her killer is still out there. By this point, if he's still alive, he's an evil old man. I say he because statistically speaking, most killers are men. So let's not get sensitive. We can save that for another time and subject. He could be the friendly-looking elder with pants pulled up to his armpits, smiling and hiding secrets. Maybe he's feeding pigeons at a park near you. It is believed by those in the know that Demonica will not stop ripping off heads until she finds his. This is one of San Jose's most horrific secrets. If you're ever walking along Center and Monterey Road at night, stay away from the flickering lights. For when the light flickers fast, she has gained enough energy to manifest, and she is fast. In June of 2012, a man met his demise outside of a karaoke bar on Center Road when a madman walked behind him and shot him. I'd like to believe that he is now in prison, trying with all his might not to drop the soap. The harder he squeezes the soap, the harder it is to hold on to the soap. But he's stupid, so he keeps squeezing. He will indeed drop it. I can see it now. In March of 2013, the body of a man was found outside of a business, a life taken for reasons unknown. In June 2014, a road rage incident ended with a man losing his life when two cruel and ugly losers decided to end a life rather than carry on with the business of being losers. In August of 2014, a person died by way of hit and run, one of many that happens more often than you'd think in the city of San Jose. In this city, don't ever assume that a driver can see you. If you are waiting at the crosswalk, make sure the car has come to a complete stop before entering. There's too many ruthless idiots who are in too much of a hurry to slow down. I guess getting their groceries is more important than making sure they don't run somebody over. Pathetic. In August of 2015, a man was killed outside of a laundromat. Again in August in 2015, an armed suspect in a murder met his well-deserved demise at the hands of law enforcement. In a case that didn't make the news in 2015, kept alive in stories only told by the guys and ghouls who live amongst the shadows on Center Road. A middle-aged man with a slew of his own victims was dragged into the sewers by what can only be described as a cross between an old hag and a coyote. She has been a hidden part of San Jose ever since the days of the Salem witch trials, from which it is alleged she absconded. It is also said she makes otherworldly carne asada tacos. December 2015, just days before Christmas, a person was killed by way of hit and run. I wonder what the coward that killed this person felt as they stuffed their fat face with Christmas dinner, having taken a life just days before. I like to imagine that with each bite he took, he swallowed bits of his own poisonous soul until he exploded all over his family and their holiday dinner. Happy thoughts. In July of 2016, a middle-aged man was struck and killed while riding his bike. It has been reported that if you listen when it's really quiet, you can still hear the squeaks from the rusty chain on his bike, not unlike the squeaking of Debo's stolen bike. June 2018, a 14-year-old girl was shot and killed on Center Road. What can a person say about this? A child loses her life and none of us ever heard a peep about it. What a damn shame. December 19th, a sad soul lost their life in yet another hit and run. What kind of piece of crap human being runs over a person and leaves them to die alone? I can only hope that they met with their own heinous demise. Maybe they met their match with our 8-foot head-ripping monster. That would be fitting. November 2018. An 8-year-old child lost their life at the hands of a reckless driver. Think about this the next time you're in too much of a hurry to care about others while driving. June 2019. 4 people were murdered in a cul-de-sac off Center Road. A tragic case of family violence that is all too common. July 31st, a single vehicle crash took the life of a young man. Just a day later, a man on an escapade in a golf cart flipped it over and was found on the side of the road. Some say the cousin of the sister of the auntie of La Llorona crossed his path, and he was so frightened that instead of stopping, he hit the gas, which plunged his wheel into a large pothole, one of thousands in this city. What happened to the funds to fix the roads that we voted on years ago? Hitting that pothole caused him to flip over, where he landed under the golf cart. It is said that when the police arrived, a black cat was sitting on the man's head and fought with the police to stay there. The cat swiped at the cop with such force that he ripped his badge off and tore his uniform, exposing his bloodied skin. That cat gave up when he spotted a rat running down the street. Just last week, I saw that cat near Round Table Drive. And he still has the cop's badge. It's rumored he's been pulling people over, checking to see if anything fishy's going on. Then there is what is known by the locals as Hell House, an unassuming single-story home on the cross streets of Center and Hellier Road, the center of hell. Rumor has it that the house has been vacant for years due to paranormal activity. Allegedly, more than one homicide has happened there, and a person allegedly died by their own hand. People claim to have seen shadows, eyes in the windows of the empty house. It is said that you can hear screaming and the sound of alarms coming from inside. Now that I think of it, it just sounds like the normal sounds of the neighborhood, which is close to Easy Street, where life is anything but easy. But I digress. The truth of what happened here is unproven, therefore unknown. And the subject is full of tall tales and subject to opinion. Every year around this time, many people visit Hell House looking for proof of a haunting. Maybe someday somebody will solve the mystery. A brave soul will move in and lay the rumors to rest. Or maybe, just maybe, they will prove that the rumors are true. As we reach the end, oh God, did I say weech? Did I say weech, the end? I'm not editing this. As we reach the end, we shall take a moment to ponder the deaths that take place on the roads that cross the streets that intersect with Center Road, the railways. Many a lost soul has found their demise along these tracks. On a cold autumn night, amongst the darkness, there is always low-lying misty fog. Many have claimed to have seen spirits lingering along these tracks. Perhaps they are caught between this world and the next, in confusion about how they became disembodied. Maybe they are angry and feeling like they have been forgotten in death as they were in life, and they are looking to drag someone to hell. In reality, I think the thing that haunts us the most is the truth of what our own dark hearts are capable of. No boogeyman or specter can compare to the cold-blooded evil that the living are capable of. If you've made it this far, I'd like to thank you for joining me as I compose a story of truths interlaced with fiction. These stories are in no way meant to disrespect or make light of the horrors that have taken place on Center Road. I have not embellished the true stories. The ridiculous stories are my own. Rest in peace to all who have lost their lives on Center Road.